Claude Code just released a massive update that makes it by far the best vibe coding tool I've ever used. What I'm going to go through today on this live stream is how to use Claude Code, how to get the most out of it, and how it fits into your equation with Hermes agent, with OpenClaw, how to use Claude Code and your different agents and OpenClaw all together, the best workflow for each, how they can complement each other well, and why you need to stop the tribalism. Oh, only OpenClaw, only Claude Code, only Hermes agent. No. You are silly. You are a weirdo if you are dedicated to only one thing. You need to be using them all together. And in today's live stream, we're going to go through each and every single one. Here we go. Lock in. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. You're going to learn a ton today. You're going to learn how to use the new Claude Code desktop. You're going to learn how to use Hermes and OpenClaw together, how they all combine, what's the use case for each. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. Get in the comment section. Get in the chat. Leave a like down below. This is the #1 AI live stream on planet Earth, and there's a reason for it. Because we go over the most, we teach you the most, we all laugh together, we all have fun. Like the stream down below. Let's get straight into it. Let's first go over the new Claude Code desktop. This is the story of the week. I think this is the story of the week, although I am hearing rumors about tomorrow. I'm hearing little rumors about tomorrow, about what might be releasing from OpenAI. 5.5, 5.5, 5.5, hearing little rumors. But as of right now, this is the story of the week. Let's share the screen. Let's go straight into it. This is Claude Code Desktop. This is, I think, I'm not showing anything crazy, right? I'm not showing anything crazy. Please, God, please not be showing anything crazy. Please, God, please, God, please, God. Okay, I think I'm good. I don't think I'm showing anything crazy. I probably should have checked everything on screen to make sure I'm not revealing any API keys as we do this. Venture-backed, Alex. That's correct. That's correct. The people who crap on this live stream, the other little AI influencers who talk about the live stream, not venture-backed, and also do undisclosed shills for Higgsfield. So there's that difference. There's a difference between venture-backed and undisclosed shills for Higgsfield. Some people get money to produce value. Some people get money because they're shilling a literal scam. So there's that. Can I have a API key? You revealed it. Why do I have a troll audience? I'm not revealing. There's no API keys revealed on screen right now. I'm looking. They're not revealed on screen. How do I make this so it takes up the full screen here? I want to make it so this is taking up more of the screen. There we go. There we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger here. Boom. Very nice. Very nice. Venture deals are painful to look at. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. He did a Hostinger ad today, and I nearly died. I can promise you this. You will not see a single Hostinger ad on this channel ever. They've offered me $30,000. I've turned it down. The new Claude Code, are you using OBS? No, I'm using StreamYard. OBS, I like simple, and StreamYard's the absolute simplest streaming software I've ever used in my life. Also, I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because of OBS in the past. That's for people who know the Alex Finn lore. That's for people who are deep into the Alex Finn lore and know that OBS has lost me hundreds of thousands of dollars. News tomorrow from Anthropic. I think tomorrow is the OpenAI day. Talking to my Hermes now on Telegram. 2 AI agents now. I am in heaven. You have to be doing multi-agent setup. You have to have a multi-AI agent team. We're going to go through that in a little bit as well. We're going to cover the Claude Code desktop because that is money. It's absolute money. Then we are going to, OBS is great for, I'm going to have to actually go to OBS soon. I've been teasing this for like 3 months now, but we're going to have a green screen set up very soon. That's going to be sick that no one else on planet Earth is doing. So I have to use OBS for that. It's very technically complex, but we'll have to use that soon. Alex, you've come a long way from your first face reveal on X. It's been a ride, man. It's been a ride. One day I'm going to do a stream when I'm like popular enough where it's just going to be all about me. It's just going to be all about the story. For those who don't know the deep lore and backstory to Alex Finn, you've missed a lot. You've missed an absolute lot. One day we'll cover that. I think when one day we sell Henry Intelligent Machines for $80 trillion, we'll just do a stream where I talk about how this all happened. You were faceless for a while? Yes, I was faceless for like 2 years. I tried Hostinger. My wife ended up divorcing me. Yeah, I have a friend who tried Hostinger, and now he's homeless. So I'm hearing things like that a lot. My Minimax keeps failing from jobs. I tell Opus to fix it and still fails. If you have a suggestion, Hermes or Claude Desktop to review. My Minimax keeps failing. I find that when it comes to fixing agents, I like to use Claude Code to fix agents. It seems to be the best at fixing agents. Claude Code Desktop just got a massive update yesterday. I absolutely love it. I vibe coded for like 10 hours yesterday because I was loving this so much. I was doing it all. I woke up, immediately went to vibe coding. So many cool things going on here. Hostinger gave me the clap. What? All right. Well, now I'm definitely not getting a sponsor. I mean, they're trying to sponsor me, but now I'm definitely not going to ever get a sponsorship again. Coda, Opus, Gideon, GPT, Atlas, Gemini, Neo, Free, Open Router. Don't know what that means, but I like it. Which Mac Studio spec do you suggest for a $4,000 budget? I think if you're going the Mac Studio route, and you got a $4,000 budget, I mean, you got to get 128 gigs. Can you get 128 gigs for $4,000? If not, I'd wait for M5. You are the boss, Alex. My main source for anything OpenClaw, Hermes. Love your no BS style. I appreciate that, big dog. I appreciate that. I've been getting some anger on the timeline the last day because I made a video about like Claude Code and people like, wait, I thought you were the OpenClaw guy. What are you jumping? You're a bandwagoner? You're chasing the hype? It's like this channel has never been about just like talking about one thing exclusively. This channel has been exclusively about me talking about whatever I enjoy using at that moment and whatever I'm deeply passionate about. And I think OpenClaw, I think the three biggest releases in the history of software and mankind is 1, ChatGPT, then 2, Claude Code, and then 3, OpenClaw. I think those three have absolutely changed society forever. And I will keep covering those things as long as I'm deeply passionate about them and think they're the most game-changing shit ever. I'm covering things that I think will make your life better, right? And so I will cover any tool I think makes your life better. OpenClaw, Hermes, Claude Code, anything. I might do NBA highlight breakdowns tomorrow if I'm feeling passionate about it enough. Whatever I'm passionate about, I make videos at the moment. So it is what it is. I appreciate you, 99 Auslander. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Thank you for being a esteemed member of the Fin Fam of the OnlyFins. This channel to me has always been about AI and what's the best way to maximize it. Yeah, people don't like realize this channel started out as like a cursor channel. We just talked about cursor for like 9 months. For over half of the existence of this channel, I talked about cursor exclusively. We were a cursor only channel. And then Claude Code came out and I used it. I'm like, wow, this is the sickest thing I've ever used in my life. And I never talked about cursor again and switched to Claude Code. And then I used OpenClaw 2 months ago, which is obviously my big tipping point. And I'm like, wow, this is the greatest piece of software I've ever used in my life. And then I started talking about OpenClaw. So it is what it is. They're both amazing. Dude, I'm a bit lost between Claude Code, CLI, Desktop, OpenClaw. I'm trying to figure out what to latch onto, even Hermes, Ante to get. Well, SVP Noel, I got a good news for you. This stream is dedicated to answering that question. Today's stream is dedicated to answering your question you have right here. You're lost. You don't know whether you should be using Claude Code, OpenClaw, CLI, Desktop. You're a little lost. I got good news for you. Today, we're going to solve that. Today, we're going to solve it. So lock in. The number one complaint I get on these live streams is, hey, why is this 2 hours long? Why don't you get straight to the point? If you want a 10-minute long, straight to the point video, just check out my channel. Like, this is a live stream. We're live streaming. All right, let's talk about Claude Code Desktop and why I believe this is a game changer. Tesla Rob Robotaxi, a consistent, like the Jaylen Brown of this live stream, right? Is he getting MVP? He's up there. He's in the MVP conversation year. He's like the Jason Tatum MVP conversation every single year. Always FinFam first team, always looked at as a top 5 GOAT. Love channel. I'm still waiting patiently for the Henry invite. I have iMac and the Mac Studio comes out. I'm all in. Lee up the good work, FinFam member. Listen, I'm going to forgive you for misspelling my name. That's totally fine. And vibe coding student, can't wait this Friday. I think what we'll do in the Vibe Code Academy is tomorrow I'll do a live vibe coding session. I think I'll vibe code Henry live tomorrow in the Vibe Coding Academy. So link down below if you want to join that. $4.99 from Gray. $4.99. I think you are my top trusted AI source on YouTube. Thanks for being so honest and unbiased, not selling out and have a huge. Okay. It's funny. I'm always scouting. I'm always scouting other creators, other AI creators, seeing what's working, what isn't for them. I go on one of these guys. He's going around. OpenClaw sucks. OpenClaw sucks. OpenClaw sucks. Alex Finn's an idiot for talking OpenClaw. I go on Instagram. I'm thinking about joining Instagram to create content on Instagram. I've been considering it. So I go to this guy's Instagram. I'm just curious what his Instagram strategy is. And his entire Instagram strategy is just undisclosed shills. It's just reel after reel after reel of undisclosed shills. Buy Higgsfield. Buy this shitty thing you've never heard of in your entire life. Buy this shitty thing you've never heard of in your entire life. DM me Higgsfield now and I'll DM you the link. Or replied below scam Higgsfield and I'll DM you the link. And like, how are you? I just don't get it. Like, this is the greatest. This isn't just me crapping on people. This is like advice to everyone here. This is the greatest opportunity to be a content creator in history. Because you can just tinker with things and create content and like it'll take off because so many people are curious about these products. Do not sell out. The worst thing you can do right now is sell out. Being a content creator is so damn valuable. Like, do not sell out. Do not do undisclosed shills. Don't even like you could take sponsorships. That's fine. But like, I would try to avoid it as much as I can. It's like you just break trust. Trust is the most valuable thing you can do. And I go on Instagram and make a 10-second reel about, oh my God, Higgsfield's incredible. Comment AI down below and I'll DM you Higgsfield. You're just destroying your trust. You're shilling a scam. First of all, illegally. It's undisclosed. But second of all, now you're just destroying your trust. It's crazy. Thank you for Gray X for the $4.99 and saying I have a huge YouTube channel. Ruben Garcia Jr. with this guy doesn't stop. This guy doesn't sleep. This guy doesn't stop. This guy's incredible. 10 gifted. Enjoy the gifted. I'm going to come up with stuff for the OnlyFins. I'm going to come up with stuff, logos and emojis and cool stuff like that. So much more coming to OnlyFins soon. That's the new name for the YouTube membership is OnlyFins. That's the new name. You guys demanded it, so we're just going to do it. Will this be recorded and posted later? Is this your first time on YouTube? This is all recorded and posted immediately. This is YouTube. It's all there. Higgsfield's a scam. Yeah, it is, allegedly. Only take sponsors if they let you speak honestly about the product. Listen, I'm not anti-sponsors. I'll take sponsors, but I'll only take sponsors for companies like I actively use and love. Right? Like if Claude Code came to me and said, hey, we'll pay you to sponsor a live stream, I'm going to take it. I use Claude Code daily. It's friggin' sick. If ChatGPT comes to me and say, we'll sponsor a live stream, hell yeah. I use ChatGPT daily. I think ChatGPT 5.4 Pro is the most underrated model on planet Earth. Hell yeah. But like Higgsfield, which is like actively a scam, allegedly comes to me and says, hey, we'll pay you to shill and not mention that this is an advertisement, then no, get the hell out of my face. $10 from Noble Junga. Thank you very much, Noble Junga. No message. This guy just wants to be like, hey, buddy, I appreciate you. Thank you, Noble Junga. All right, I know we're what, 16 minutes in. I still haven't really talked about Claude Code. That's fine. It's a live stream. Live streams are for hanging out. You don't come here and then just be like, teach me, teach me, teach me. You come here, we hang out, we go through different things, right? You laugh, You meet new people in the chat. We had the most active chat in all of live streaming. You get in the chat, you meet new people. People have become friends and started hanging out in real life because of the FinFam chat. So get in that chat and say hello and leave a like down below. I love this. So I've been using Codex a good amount the last few weeks because I think that Codex was a fantastic desktop app experience. I'm going to be honest. Shout out the OpenAI folks in the stream. I know a bunch of you watch. I'm sorry I'm about to say this. 5.4 is just not as good of a coding model as Opus. Now, shout out the Anthropic people because I'm not to piss you off. I'm pissing everyone off in the industry right now. Opus clearly not as good the last few weeks as it was a month ago. I think that's pretty obvious to anyone who's used it. I talked to a lot of the big founders and entrepreneurs in the space, and basically all of them agree that it feels a little nerfed the last couple of weeks. But even in the kind of nerf state, it's still the best coding model. It just is what it is. It's still the best coding model. So what Anthropic did, which is what any good frontier AI lab is doing, is just took everything that's good about the competitors and put it in their own product. And now we have kind of all the good elements of Codex now built into Claude Code Desktop, which is sick. I now believe this is the best way to vibe code on planet Earth. I now believe this is the best way to use Claude Code, better than the CLI. I've been a CLI guy for the longest time. I got into like kind of the IDE plugin for a while, but now I'm fully desktop. This is better than CLI. I completely stand by it. This is the best way to do it. There's many reasons. Kind of one of the core reasons here is the organization is fantastic. I think all the apps are kind of taking this route now where it's now organized by project, and then you can create multiple sessions per project over here on the left. It's just a great way to organize it and be able to multitask and see where you have to go, right? You see these yellow dots here. That means that agent needs my attention for some sort of approval or something like that. So that is a great way to organize and be multitasking. Always make sure things are moving forward. You have these customizable UI over here to the right. So if you click here, you can customize this any way you want. Right now, I have a preview in the top right, so I can see what Claude Code's building. Bottom right, I can see the file, so I can see the code it's building, the code it's working on. So it's customizable. I usually go plan and tasks. So I usually have it where I can see the plan and I can see the tasks it's currently working on. That's usually my favorite UI, but you can customize this any way you want, which is sick. Couple bugs here they need to fix. If you like start new sessions and switch between the sessions, it kind of messes up the UI and your pinned things don't stay there. But I'm sure they'll fix that very soon. But this UI is just so nice. And it's all integrated, right? You can go between chat and co-work up here in the left. I mean, they basically saw OpenAI announce the super app, and they're like, shit, build the super app, build the super app, build the super app, go, 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 go. And they built the super app before OpenAI came out with it, which, man, if you're OpenAI, you can't have that happen. You cannot have, if you're OpenAI, you can't have that happen where like your whole thing becomes a super app, the super app, the super app. You're like vague posting about it for a month, and then Anthropic just comes out with it. Like they don't vague post about it at all. They just drop it. Like I think as an AI industry, we need to come together and be like, no more vague posting, please. Like significant, can we do way less vague posting? Just way less vague posting. I feel like, and listen, people are going to call me an Anthropic shill for saying this. And then even though the last month you've been calling me a OpenAI shill, basically whoever I'm complimenting at the moment, people just call me a shill for them. But like you get, the last month's been all Codex vague posting. And Anthropic just drops the all-in-one, the mega app. It didn't vague post a single thing. They didn't vague post anything. Listen, I'm not a fan of a lot of Anthropic's marketing, to be quite honest. I don't think using fear as a marketing tactic is the best thing ever. But I will say this, they don't really vague post at all, which I love. The vague posting got to go. The vague posting got to go. That's all I'm saying. Have you tried Manus as an assistant agent versus Hermes? No, I haven't. The reason why I haven't is when it comes to agents, general AI assistant agents that are on my computer and have access to all files, I think I prefer open source. I want them customizable, right? Claude Code, I don't care, is not open source because it's for one very specific task, right? Building code. That's it. Building code. So I don't need it to be open source so I can customize it and do different things. All it does is it sits there and writes code for me. It does it spectacularly and I love it, but that's all it does. Hermes, OpenClaw, it's doing everything under the sun. It's going, it's building things, it's looking at things, creating things, scraping things. It's doing a million different things. It has really complex memory. It has really complex tool calling. It is a much more complex app than Claude Code, right? And so I want that to be open source so that I can customize it, so that I can extend it any way I want. So that's why when it comes to like these general agents like OpenClaw and Hermes, I don't really want to go the Manus route because it just I want open source. I want controllable. I want customizable. I don't want to be forced into updates, you know, and that's kind of what you're going to be doing with Manus. Don't take money from Scarethropic. Permanent underclass. Ruben wants his Ruben's AI machine agent as well. Ruben's still running. On my computer. I just got scammed by Higgsfield. I mean, they're like the Adobe of like AI. You sign up, you can't cancel. I mean, that's probably like an insult to Adobe, but whatever. Codex desktop app sucks. No, permanent underclass. You just say like, do you just like sit there and think, okay, what's the absolute stupidest thing I can say, and then you say it? Like, is that like that's your existence? Okay, you say, what is the stupidest thing I can say, and then you just say it. What's the least productive thing I can put into the atmosphere right now? And then you just hit enter on it. Like obviously Codex app does not suck. Codex app is really, really good. Alex, do you miss the old apartment with the cool background? Also, where are our emotes? You liked my old apartment's background better than this background? I think this background's cooler. What are you talking about? You'd rather see like a refrigerator in the background? I think this background's cooler. You got the Yay album. You got my YouTube plaque. You got a Cybertruck. You got a really nice clock. That's my grandfather's clock. It's like 100 years old, that clock right there. You got a bunch of books. You got a blue light. You like the old background? The old background was just a counter and a refrigerator. Espresso Twins with the $6.99 Canadian. Just take my money and don't say anything. Thank you, Espresso Twins. It's very kind to you. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. I really like the Claude new app. Yeah, the new app is awesome. You also got bypass permission mode. So you can turn on bypass permission mode here. I got that going just so much faster. You got to turn on bypass permission mode. It asks for too many permissions. If you got regular mode on. Even if it's just like auto accept edit mode, it's still asking for too many permissions. Bypass permission mode is a must. You turn that on in the settings. So you click your name in the bottom left and you go to settings and you can turn it on. Still love the Claude CLI. It's the most powerful. I don't know. I disagree, Coda Labs. I disagree. I think the desktop, you use the desktop app? Did you use the new desktop app? I think it's way better. Has the OpenClaw hype died? Interesting question. So I'm seeing this a lot now on X. So I think there's a lot to this answer. Did the OpenClaw hype die? Good question. First of all, and I've said this before, there's never been an app that died and then everybody on the timeline went and announced its death. That's never happened in history. Dead apps die in silence. Let's think about some apps that have died. N8N dead. N8N's dead, right? No one uses it. No one talks about it anymore. There was not a single person that one day went on to X and said, oh, rip N8N. No one's talking about it anymore. Right? That's just like it. When people stopped using that because OpenClaw came out or Claude Code came out, they just used the new tool. They didn't say, oh, N8N's dead, N8N's dead, N8N's dead. They just like went and just used like the new tool. They didn't talk about the old tool. When tools die, they don't talk about how it's dead. Right? So that's one thing. So I think there's a distinct difference between tools dying and hype dying, where I don't think OpenClaw is not dead. It's one of the most important software releases in history. Right? Many people are still using it. The only people that tried it and then stopped using it and said this sucks is the people who didn't understand how to use it. They're not complex mentally. They're not mentally complex, right? So now let's talk about from a pure excitement perspective, is OpenClaw dead? I mean, I'd say the excitement levels on social media are down, but excitement levels on social media mean literally nothing whatsoever. Like, if you don't think venture capital right now is still throwing tremendous amounts of money at any product in the OpenClaw realm, then you're insane. They are. All the new Anthropic releases are still responses to OpenClaw. They just released routines, which is a direct response to OpenClaw. Every product release other than this desktop experience update over the last 2 months has been OpenClaw responses. So if OpenClaw is dead and no one cares about OpenClaw, well, tell that to Anthropic, because every product release for the last 2 months has been OpenClaw responses. So from a excitement level on the timeline, yeah, it might be down. I mean, I don't think any AI product outside of ChatGPT has ever taken the zeitgeist as much as OpenClaw has. But I wouldn't say that means the product's dead just because less people on Twitter are talking about it. And again, back to my original point, if it was dead, people wouldn't be going on Twitter and saying, is it dead? If it was dead, people wouldn't be going in my chat and saying, is OpenClaw dead? Again, there's never been a tool that's died and then everyone start going, is this dead? Is this dead? Is this dead? No, you wouldn't be asking if it was dead if it was actually dead. You'd just be doing something else. So OpenClaw is not dead. It's, I think, being used more than ever. You're just seeing the people who I think one reason people think the hype is down is the people who weren't using it correctly stopped talking about it, because the people who weren't using it correctly originally was talking about it nonstop, saying this sucks, it sucks, it sucks. Now they got bored of saying it sucks. They went away. Is the new OpenClaw update worth the update? Depends what you mean by the new update. Do you mean like yesterday, or like they have an update every single day? The update with the dreaming was worth it. Yesterday, I think it was an update that was like a bunch of random stuff that you can't really demo. So it depends. I didn't try it. I don't update every day. I only update when it adds a killer feature. And then I have to spend 10 minutes fixing it, which Peter Steinberger, if you're watching this, we gotta work on the QA. We gotta work on the QA. When we put out an update, I appreciate the daily update. But when we put up I can't be going into the update going, okay, this is going to break everything. Can't be doing that. I can't be going into updates going, okay, I know when I update this, everything's going to be broken. I'm going to have to spend 10 minutes fixing it. That's the one complaint I will have about OpenClaw is they put out these updates and the update always breaks the thing. You got to stop doing it. We have to stop doing that. And I get that's like really tough because everyone customizes their OpenClaw in different ways. I get that. But come on, man. I haven't really updated Hermes, though, so Hermes might be doing it as well. But I don't really update Hermes. When I need updates to my agents, I just build the update myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's beautiful about the agents. If you want an update, just make the update yourself. B High B. 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, B High B. I appreciate that. So we got here. Let's do this. We went through the new Claude update. Let's do this. Claude Code. OpenClaw Hermes. Let's go over when to use each, huh? Let's do that. How do these all fit together? You're now asking me. You go, hey, Alex, how does OpenClaw and Claude Code and Hermes agent fit together? Let's talk about it, huh? Let's talk about it, huh? Here we go. A little Excalibur we're doing here. Hey, we're having a little fun here. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. OpenClaw Hermes, Claude Code, consumer apps. You building a consumer app? You want to go Claude Code. Serious consumer app, you go Claude Code, right? Henry Intelligent Machines, my venture-backed business I'm building right now. Claude Code, building it with Claude Code, not OpenClaw, not Hermes. Appreciate you, big dog. How can I get a membership to OnlyFans? Well, you can hit the button down below that says join, or you can wait for Ruben Garcia to gift more memberships, and you randomly get one. I get this question all the time when I get these gifted memberships. How do you get one of those? It's just random. You have to be on the stream. And when the gifted memberships go out, random people on the stream get it. They just hand it out randomly. Advisor to the consumer app, right? So Henry and my Hermes are advisors to the consumer app. So Claude Code's doing the vibe coding of the consumer app. Hermes and OpenClaw is doing the advisorship to the consumer app. Why is that? Why do I have this split? Because Claude Code, its context is just the app. When you start a session, you start building the app, its context is just the app. So it's going to vibe code better because it has cleaner context. It's trained for coding. It's boom. That's what it's built for. OpenClaw and Hermes, these have the most complex memory systems on planet Earth, right? It knows everything about you. It knows every conversation from the last year. It knows all the little details. All that context is being included with every prompt. So it's good for like advisory. Oh, I got a question. How should I do this? What will people like here? What will help people the most, right? Because it has more context around you and how you work. But when it comes to coding, you want the context to be just the app. And that's why Claude Code's going to be better just for the coding. Yeah, it's a different harness. You wouldn't hire a plumber also. I don't know. It's crazy to me, man. It's crazy. The comments I get online, which are like, why are you using OpenClaw? You should be using Claude Code. Why are you using Claude Desktop? You should be using Hermes. Why are you using Hermes? You should be using... It's like they're all different, big dog. What are we getting? I'm going to have a post about this today. What is this tribalism? Get the tribalism out of your head. Oh, you can only use Claude Code. You can only use Hermes. You can only use OpenClaw. You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself if everything's a tribe. You can't be using OpenClaw. You have to use Hermes. Hermes team's better. You can't. Why are you using OpenClaw? Claude Code's the better way to do it. You got to be doing Claude Code. Bro, if you're falling into this tribalistic bullshit, man, you're killing yourself. You're hurting yourself. You need to be using all these together. You need to be using, you can't take sides. Listen, take sides when it's like the NBA, right? Take sides. Be a Celtics fan. I give you all permission to be Celtics fans. I give you all permission to hate the New York Knicks. I give you all permission to hate the Philadelphia 76ers. Tribalism. Come join the Celtics tribe, the winning tribe, right? But when it comes to AI, there's no need for the tribalism. Use Claude Code. Use OpenClaw. Use Hermes. Use them all together. If you're into Cursor, use Cursor. You see with Cursor, it turns out like the Cursor agent's just Claude Code. They just use the Claude Code agent, they just change the name of Cursor. I don't want to shit on Cursor. I'm not trying to shit on people. I just think that's funny. Their model is just Kimmy. Their agent is just Claude Code. They're just like a curator of AI technologies. I love that. Always use the right tool for the job. Yes, Jay Davidson, web dev. Yes. Oh my God, I maxed out on like 4 prompts. For what? Alex, OpenClaw disconnects from Discord and Telegram once or twice daily. I can only troubleshoot via terminal, and attempts to mitigate the skills have failed. Have a systematic fix you recommend? It's disconnecting from Discord and Telegram multiple times a day? That's literally never happened to me once, and it's happened to you multiple times a day? You got to pop that bad boy open in Claude Code, my man. Go into Claude Code, pop open your OpenClaw folder. I mean, this is how you fix basically any OpenClaw issue, is you just pop it open in Claude Code. You pop it open in Claude Code and you say, what the hell is going on here? You pop it like it's hot. You pop it like you got some issues going on, my man. You got to figure it out. That's never happened to me. Pop that open in Claude Code. We have so many members of OnlyFins now. Thoughts on Perplexity Computer? Shout out Perplexity. They are sending me a Mac Mini. They bought me a Mac Mini. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but they have like a I'm just going to say it. Sorry, Perplexity. Too late. You already sent it, so it doesn't matter if I say it. I didn't sign an NDA, so I can say whatever I want. They're releasing a like Perplexity computer, like that works on your computer. Don't know if I should be saying it. Woo! And they sent me like a Mac Mini. It comes in today, so I'll try it. They're not sponsoring me. This isn't sponsored. I'm going to send you an audit. What? Someone's trying to collect $1,000 from me. I'm going to send you an automated notification from the payment from your iPhone 17 Pro. Spam. Anyone else getting just outrageous amounts of spam? Spam calls? I get no less than 20 spam calls a day. And they're all scams. All of them are scams. Every single one. Jesus. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, they're not... Perplexity's not sponsoring me, but they sent me a Mac Mini and said, hey, try our product. I'll do it. Not sponsored, but hey, if you want to send me a Mac Mini, I'll try your product. You send me a Mac Mini. More Mac Minis. Give me them all. If you're worried about leaking, you're good. How do you run Seed Dance if you want to? Do it anyway, but using Higgsfield. Alex, do you have to admit that Hermes is like the Opus of agents? I don't get this, dude. Honest question, Nick Zucker. Like, do you truly believe that? Do you truly believe that? Like, do people truly in their heart of hearts, after using OpenClaw and Hermes, are like, oh, Hermes is way better? Like, I've used both hardcore for weeks now, every day, consistently throughout the day. And I don't view either one as significantly better than the other. I think they work great together. Do like the people who believe this, is this because your Hermes actually performs significantly better, or is it because you just want to see Hermes win because you're rooting for the underdog? And listen, I'm like an underdog guy. I always root for the underdog. I think it would be cool if Hermes came out and won because they're the underdog. But yes, 100%. I mean, I use both. I'm going to be honest, and this might piss people off. I've had more issues with Hermes than OpenClaw, but I've fixed the issues. So I don't know. I use both. I think they're both great. I like them both. I do think Hermes is faster than OpenClaw. That's the advantage. But I've also had zero issues. I've had zero issues with OpenClaw's memory, and I've had issues with Hermes memory. I've talked to the Hermes team about it. I'll also say this. I don't think you should take anyone's like opinion on the two at face value. Everyone uses the agents differently. Everyone has their own separate custom setups for OpenClaw and Hermes, right? And a lot of people, they've just set their OpenClaw up a way where they broke it because they didn't know what the hell they're doing. And now they go around, oh, OpenClaw sucks, OpenClaw sucks, OpenClaw sucks. And then they use Hermes and it works. And like, oh yeah, Hermes is clearly better. Like everyone uses their agents different. Everyone sets them up in ways where they might perform worse or might perform better. So, I mean, I just don't think, I think it's very hard to like blanket statement say one's better than the other because everyone's using them differently. I think both are great. I like both. And this is not me just trying to play both sides. I think they're both great. I like them both. And I'll tell you, if Hermes got 10,000 times better tomorrow, I'd use Hermes full time. But right now, I view them as basically the same. Jeremy Riard with a $5 donation. Altman has to be regretting buying it, considering his own model is absolutely terrible with it, though. What, OpenClaw? He didn't buy OpenClaw. He bought Peter Steinberger. He acqui-hired Peter Steinberger. They don't own OpenClaw. And I agree with you. It's horrible with OpenClaw. ChatGPT is horrible with OpenClaw. Terrible. Do you use Seedance at all? No, I'm not into AI video. I think AI video stuff is cool. I'm not into it. Just not for me. I just don't like it. I just don't care. I barely care about AI image generation because I make thumbnails with it. So that's the only reason I care about AI image generation. I don't care about AI video. I think it's really cool. I just don't care. Like there's nothing I do where I need AI videos. So I don't care. I mean, if anything, I don't like it because I go on Twitter and the lamest people on planet Earth, are like making AI generated videos of like dragons fighting knights, fighting like fairies. And like, they go, ooh, cool. Look how cool this is. So cool. It's like, what are you, an idiot? What? I don't know. Just not for me. I don't care about Seedance. What I'm going to really care about when we get there is, and this is just from a hobby perspective, I'll really care about it, is 3D generated worlds. 3D generated worlds. Like when I can prompt and get like a 3D world that I can build a video game in, that's going to be freaking sick, man. That's going to be freaking sick. When I can just prompt and I get a 3D world and then I can just prompt a game inside that 3D world that I just built. It's coming. Now that Claude owns Mythos, aren't they using Mythos to 100x? Yeah, they clearly are. It's obvious. It's very obvious what Anthropic's doing right now, and I think it's very smart. I think it's very smart what Anthropic's doing. They're clearly using a model that no one else has access to. That's clearly the best model out there to build all their products because they're shipping faster than anyone else in history. OpenAI says, oh, we're going to make the super app. A day later, Anthropic comes out with the super app, right? They're clearly using a model none of us have access to. And it's smart, right? It's smart. It's a very smart thing to be doing. And it's genius. And they're going to make a ton of money. And they're all going to get rich. And they're going to buy up every house in San Francisco. And it'll be impossible to live in San Francisco. Opus 4.7 will drop any minute in a new AI-powered design tool for websites and other uses. Oh, yeah, I have heard about that. Let me pull up the X feed so you'll know. Listen, lock it in right now. Opus, you heard it here first. Opus 4.7 is dropping on this stream. You heard it here first. Opus 4.7 is dropping on this stream. Do not leave this stream. Lock it in. Everyone right now, leave a like down below. And then get in the chat and say, please, Dario, Opus 4.7. I got direct word that if we get enough, please, Dario, Opus 4.7s in the chat, it will drop during the stream. I got word. So I need you leaving likes. I need you getting in the chat saying, oh my God, Dario, Opus 4.7. Let's see what we got here. What's the latest rumors and news? What's the latest rumor? And we're going to go back to our Excalibur site. We'll keep talking about, in a second, we're going to keep talking about Claude Code, OpenClaw, how to use them together. Opus 4.7. Claude Opus probably this week. Information, Anthropic's preparing to launch Claude Opus and a new AI design tool. It's coming. I think we're going to get 5.5 tomorrow. We're going to get ChatGPT 5.5 tomorrow. We're going to get Opus 4.7 on this stream. All right. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. All right. You need to ask Hermes and OpenClaw to verify what will happen before the update. Since then, butter smooth. I try that. I try it. Doesn't work. It tells me what's going to happen, then it still doesn't work. It still breaks. I fix it easily. That's why I have to have multiple agents, is because That's why I gotta have multiple agents, because then they can fix each other. When OpenClaw goes down, I just have Hermes fix it. When Hermes goes down, I have OpenClaw fix it. Imagine if iOS was open source. Claude's following Apple's business model. It's crazy. Claude is definitely the Apple of AI, right? Everything closed source, kicking out anyone who doesn't use things the right way. It's pretty amazing. I enjoyed the improvised character of this video. Nice change of pace. Did you guys watch my latest video, the one from yesterday on Claude Code Desktop? That was my first video I did that was completely improvised. Zero plan. Turned on the camera, started talking. Turned on the camera, pulled up Claude Code Desktop, started talking. What'd you guys think? Did you enjoy it? If you haven't watched it yet, watch it from yesterday. It was much faster and easier to film. I was at the end of the day. I had zero energy. I'm like, I want to get a video out. I love this. This is cool. And I went and I filmed it. Completely improvised, zero plan, zero script, zero nothing. It was good? All right, good. I'll do more like it. It seems like everyone is just using these things to make videos and social media posts about using these things. Anyone do anything useful with this? What, OpenClaw? Here's one of the biggest misconceptions I think about OpenClaw. And I'm not saying this is what you're doing, Deedsters. I think it's silly. I think it's silly to judge products like OpenClaw based on how many apps have you shipped and how much money have you made off of it. I think that's kind of silly. I think that's a weird way to look at it. I think that's a weird way to perceive the AI world, is just every release and then someone talks and I go, okay, so how much money have you made off of it? That's just a weird, I don't think that's a proper measurement, because a lot of these products like OpenClaw and Hermes are like, they're AI employees, right? So imagine like a CEO like Elon goes, hey, I just hired someone to be like a product manager or a marketing manager. And then someone who's talking to him goes, oh, how much money have you made off them yet? Huh? Hey, I just hired a marketing manager. Oh, you just hired a marketing manager? Well, what have they shipped? How much money have you made off them? It's like, what are you talking about? They're just trying to help me out with marketing. They're trying to make things more efficient. You know what I'm saying, big dog? I don't think there's anything wrong with people using OpenClaw and then going on Twitter and saying, here's what I did to OpenClaw. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think that's like LARPing. I don't think that's like role playing or pretending. All these things just make your life easier. Life being easier is not always denominated in amount of apps shipped or amount of revenue made. Like I have my OpenClaw scout other YouTube videos for me every morning. Find what YouTube videos are going viral so I can see what's trending so I can make on-trend content. That's objectively making my life easier, better, and faster. Is the measurement of that success, though, apps shipped? Like, should I be like, oh, I'm going to cut that process out because I haven't shipped any apps because of this? Or, oh, there's no direct revenue generation, so I need to stop doing this? Like that doesn't, it's just an overly simplistic way to look at the world that doesn't make sense. Like it's a retort you do when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or you're like insecure other people. I'm not saying this is you, Deedsters. I'm not saying this is you. This is just general reply to people who go, "Wow, you use OpenClaw. Well, what have you shipped? What have you shipped?" It's just kind of a thing you say when you don't know how the tool works, don't know what you're talking about, and don't use it at all. So you just go, well, what have you shipped? It's like a way to change the framing to make the other person look like you're just trying to win like an argument. You're not actually trying to like prove points or anything. It doesn't make sense. Also, apps shipped is like the worst metric to use in the history of mankind in 2026, because apps literally do not matter anymore. I can go to Claude Code right now and say build and ship 20 apps and it'll do it in 5 seconds. So what is apps are abundant? Why are we measuring anything in an abundant metric? That doesn't make any sense. I just wish the new Claude Code would stop during coding. What? I don't know. I don't know what you're saying, big dog. I know what you're saying, big dog. I don't know what you're saying, big dog. $10 from ClickFather. Great content. I appreciate all the insight. Thank you, ClickFather. That means a lot, my man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think, what's today? Wednesday? I think tomorrow I'm going to do, Alex sounds like a guy who doesn't ship, says Granado787. Banned. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. Ban. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. ClickFather with, oh, wait. I got to scroll back up because I had missed a bunch of donations. Thank you, ClickFather. I appreciate that. Speaking of shipping, my venture-backed company, Henry Intelligent Machines, I will be live vibe coding it in the Vibe Coding Academy tomorrow. Join the Vibe Coding Academy down below. Exclusive first look at Henry Intelligent Machines. I'll be vibe coding it live. You'll see my vibe coding process. You'll learn how I use Claude Code. You'll see Henry Intelligent Machine in actions. Link to the Vibe Coding Academy down below. Join today. #1 AI community on planet Earth. The #1 AI community on planet Earth. The Vibe Coding Academy. Link down below. Spryax, they finally put like your username rather than like your tag in there. I love it. Spryax with $4.99, my man. Thank you for always doing this. This right here is always pure gold, sir. I appreciate you, Spryax, my main man. OG. Spryax is an OG. OG right there. ClickFather, 5 gifted memberships. Let's do a quick reset. Do you use Nike running shoes? No, I use ASICS running shoes. I used to do Nike running shoes, but my ankles and knees always hurt. Then I tried Adidas, and then my ankles and knees always hurt. And then I tried ASICS, and my ankles and knees do not hurt anymore. So I went to ASICS for running shoes. Is Hermes easier than OpenClaw? No, they're both equally as easy and difficult. Claude Code, OpenClaw. When do you use them? When do you use each? Claude Code consumer apps. Why can't I paste this? Here we go. Quick, small updates, tests, Claude Code. So you want to do a quick update. You want to change the color of a button. You want to add a dark mode, something like that. Just do it in Claude Code, right? Because it's going to be fast, it's going to be snappy. It doesn't need all the context, everything you've been doing on planet Earth. Quick, small updates, tests. I'm doing Claude Code. I'm doing Claude Code. When you come into Walnut Creek, big dog, I want to give you an honest answer, but I also don't want to reveal locations of myself because there are weird people out there on planet Earth. Why do I keep seeing the name Multica in the stop spamming shit? If you're just spamming names to try to bring attention to your shitty app, I'm gonna ban you. Marius Leon Lalbu, member for 2 months. Claude Code feels like Apple. OpenAI feels like Android. OpenClaw barely matters. Anthropic still looks. OpenClaw barely matters. I love it because you know what's going to be happening 2 years from now? The same people that go OpenClaw's dead, OpenClaw's dead, OpenClaw doesn't matter are going to be going on your timeline and saying OpenClaw's dead, OpenClaw's dead, OpenClaw doesn't matter. There have been people calling OpenClaw dead, declaring it dead for 2 months straight now. Here's a little spoiler. If you have to go on social media and declare something dead more than once, it's not dead. The moment you declare something dead twice, then you don't know. You obviously don't know what you're talking about. If you have to declare something dead a second time, then you're obviously wrong. Things only die once. There's going to be people that have declared OpenClaw dead 20 times, and a year from now, they'll still be declaring it dead. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Thank you for giving me free money, though, Marius Leon Blue. I appreciate that. Thank you. Not to shit on you as you're giving me money, but money will never bias me. So, but thank you for being a member for 2 months. Thank you for being a member for 2 months. Mr. Byron. Guess who's back? Baba, get back again. You should take a. Okay, hey, serious. If I don't know what Multica is, but every person who drops that name, banned, and you just got the ban hammer. I'm tired of seeing that name. If you spam, you're banned. That's the number one rule of FinFam. If you spam, you're banned. And I am tired of seeing that name. I don't know what it is. Mr. Byron 1 is back. Let's see. All right. But I haven't read this yet. I haven't read this comment. I haven't read the donation yet. Mr. Byron 1 on the last stream donated 20 times, and not a single one of his donations made any sense. Not a single one of the donations made any sense. So I'm going to read this out right now, and let's see if it makes sense. Here we go. This is my first time reading it. Ask your AI, detail how zero hedging forces token density and explorative heuristic leaps in agent workflows. Write a massive breakdown. Thank you, Mr. Byron 1, for your $5 Canadian. I'm going to not do that just because you keep donating, because I don't do that. Thank you for your donation. What is this person spamming? Scam defaultman boardroom mogging Dario a mop by just buying OpenClaw. This comes after Dario scared the hose, asking Clawbot to kindly change their name to avoid any potential confusion. What? What are you talking about? Yes to crypto. YouTube needs to up its notification game. Just now saw you live. Yeah. Everyone turn notifications on. I've been told that if enough people turn their notifications on, it fixes notifications. Everyone turn notifications on. OpenClaw Hermes. Managing files on your computer. OpenClaw Hermes, you're managing files on your computer. You go to OpenClaw Hermes because it has a better view into your entire computer. It has your computer in its memory. I'm using OpenClaw Hermes for managing files on your computer. 100%. $9.99 from Nick Zucker. Here's a lunch money subsidy, although I don't know how far that gets you in California. I'll tell you this much, Big Dog does not get me lunch, but thank you very much. What did you just subsidize at $9.99? You subsidized 5 minutes of charging my Tesla. Thank you. Thank you, Nick Zucker. That is very, very kind to you. Thank you very much. How would you structure 16 AI worker nodes plus main? I'll just say this. So this isn't alive, says TRD. If this wasn't alive, how would your chat be showing up in the video you're watching, TRD Farmer? Any system, listen, any system in AI where the promise of the product is you'll have like 16 subagents doing stuff, I wouldn't buy into it. Like Paperclip, I don't think there's any advantage to having like 20 subagents doing things all at the same time. I had a friend who's a game developer DM me a couple days ago, and he was like, oh, look at this GitHub repo. It gives you 49 game developer subagents. Would you do this? And it's like, all you're doing is adding 49 system prompts into like memory that have to be like memorized. Like, it's just adding so much bloat. Agents don't need like 49 system prompts to do things. They don't. You could probably get more done with a Hermes in an OpenClaw than having 16 Hermes. Like, it's just going to be better and more efficient. It's mostly theater. It's mostly theater when you have like 16 plus sub-agents doing things. It's just mostly theater. You can do the same thing with like 1 or 2 agents. You don't need 16 agents. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Very kind to you. Jason Hunt, 1982, $13.99 Canadian. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Noble Jungle with a $10 USD. Alex, what are your thoughts on using an OpenClaw Hermes team to trade equities? On the other hand, what about uses that are totally unrelated to any attempt to make money directly or indirectly? Great question. I talk about this a lot. Great question. I'm going to be honest with you. You giving me $10 free is not going to change my answer. I think it's a horrible idea. I think any sort of trading with OpenClaw and Hermes is a horrible idea. I don't think anyone should use it. I think that it is something people mostly do because they want easy money with very little work, or they want to make like clickbait content. Ooh, I just gave my OpenClaw $100. Now I'm rich. It's one of the stupidest things you can be doing with OpenClaw. And Hermes is having it try to make you money by trading. When you trade markets, when you day trade or short-term trade or swing trade, you're competing with the smartest, richest people on planet Earth, right? Let's be honest. Trading is a zero-sum game. When you trade, a person wins and a person loses. When you invest, it's positive sum. Everyone wins. But when you trade, you do short-term swing trades, there's winners and losers, which means you're competing against the market. Now, now let's ask a question. Who are your competitors? Who are you competing with? You're competing with Harvard graduates who are working at Goldman Sachs, making $20 million a year, that work 20 hours a day to shave off the speed of their trades by 0.1 milliseconds, right? That's who you're competing with. You creating an OpenClaw that sends a prompt to Claude Opus 4.6 that takes you 10 seconds to get a response back, that is the same AI technology that millions of people are also using at the same time, is not giving you any sort of edge in the competition. It's not giving you any edge whatsoever. So I think I think there are millions of ways to get rich with AI. I think there are millions of ways to get rich with OpenClaw and Claude Code and Hermes. All of those ways are positive sum ways. Building businesses, building value, solving challenges. Those are the best ways to get rich with OpenClaw and Hermes. And they're also the most satisfying. But trading meme coins, trading Polymarket, swing trading stocks and equities, horrible way, and you're probably going to lose money and go broke. The best way to make money with OpenClaw and Hermes and AI overall is to play positive sum games where you create business, you solve challenges. That's the best way to do it. I wouldn't be trading. You still ain't hit me up, Alex. SMH, but I see you're finally seeing you can use a subscription to still run OpenClaw. This is what I was telling you. Tony D. Too Wild, my main man. I keep telling you I'm going to hit you up, and then I don't do it. I don't read my DMs, so I have to find time to do that. I am probably the busiest human being on planet Earth, Tony D. Too Wild. I do these live streams. I film YouTube videos, and I took a fat check from investors to build a product. So I literally work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 8 days a week, 9 days a week. So I'll get back to you. I apologize. I'm slow. I just do a million things at once. I got a million things going on at once. I don't read my DMs because it's all spam from Higgsfield trying to get me to do sponsorships. Even though I shit on them on every single live stream, they still reach out every 5 seconds to get me to shill their bullshit. And Hostinger. Patience with me, Tony D2. Patience with me. I love you, big dog. I love you, big. You know I love you, big dog. You know I've been a fan since day one. It's just hard for me to be responding to DMs and making phone calls and texting and all that because I am trying to put my kids through college. I'm trying to put my future kids through college. Is what I'm trying to do. Ban Mr. Byron. You want me to ban Mr. Byron, Ruben Garcia Jr.? Why do you want me to ban Mr. Byron? Because he keeps talking about zero hedge? Is that why? I think it's kind of funny. He keeps trying to convince me of something I don't really understand whatsoever. Ruben Garcia Jr. 10. Thank you, Ruben Garcia Jr. So Mike Monty's on the flip side, though, with a 499. So in support of Byron, yesterday, ChatGPT told me, okay, I won't hedge when I told him to stop BS. Mike, we have a FinFam civil war breaking out. We have a FinFam civil war breaking out. We got are you on the Byron side or against Byron? Ruben Garcia Jr. went against Byron. Mikey Monty's going pro Byron. We got two sides of FinFam breaking out here, pro and against Byron. How is this war? We got people saying to mod Byron. We got other people saying to ban Byron. This is the most split the FinFam has ever been. We got back-to-back donations. One person telling me to ban Byron, another person telling me to mod Byron. Thank you for the $4.99, Mike Montes. Man. Whew, what should we do with Byron? I don't know. We got the great Byron war of 2026 going on right now. Hermes shits on OpenClaw. OpenClaw is pure trash. I mean, that's objectively wrong. That's objectively wrong. Promote Byron to mod now? We got people saying ban Byron. We got people saying to mod Byron. Holy shit. Byron, what say you, Byron? Byron, what say you? What say you, Byron? Let's get a Byron poll in the chat. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. This will determine the fate of Byron. You guys ready? You guys ready to determine the fate of Byron? We're going to do it right now. Enough fucking around. Time to determine the fate of Byron. No more fucking around here. Here we go. Poll. Create a poll. Ask a question. Byron. We're going to do a gladiator style. We're going to do a gladiator style right now. Fate of Byron. There it is. Fate of Byron. I enjoy your lives. Fun and I learn too. That's the goal. Level up yourself. Level yourself up. Level yourself up. That's a goal. Have some fun. Learn a couple things. Laugh. AI doesn't need to be boring. You don't need to sit here with a monotone voice. Next, you install Claude Code. And then you click here and you do this. You're allowed to have fun. You're allowed to laugh. You're allowed to make fun of people. You're allowed to do whatever you want. As long as you're not doing undisclosed shilling of Higgsfield on Instagram, then you're allowed to do whatever you want. As long as you're not breaking the law and doing undisclosed Higgsfield chills on Instagram, then have fun. That's what I say. Right now, they're saying pro Byron. Who the hell is Byron? Who the hell is Byron I'm getting in here? Alex is him. Ray Fernando in the house. Everyone sub to Ray Fernando. Great AI content creator. Great friend. Sometimes you need some good, great, loyal friends. Ray Fernando, one of them. Byron, good today. All right. Right now, we got 65% in charge of Byron. Hermes shits on OpenClaw. OpenClaw is pure trash. You are pure trash. Crudel 8. There's no world in which you can say that. There's no world. They are, I know this is like the craziest statement ever made, but OpenClaw and Hermes are basically the same thing. Like, what are we talking about here? They're basically the same thing. There's no world in which one is significantly better. If you think one of these is significantly better than the other, that means you're just using them wrong. Like, OpenClaw memory sucks and super slow. No, you're just using it fucking wrong. And you broke it somehow. Don't blame it on everyone. If you use it the right way, they're both basically the same. The donations on your screen don't match the ones I see in chat on YouTube. What do you mean? Like, they're different, like, words? Like, what do you mean by that? OpenClaw is bloat. If I was to criticize OpenClaw, it would appear that I get a lot of bloat. If I was to make one criticism, it does appear things slow down and I have to go. I'm constantly cleaning things up. I'm constantly cleaning up context and cleaning up like sessions and things like that. So if I was to make one criticism, it would be bloat. Can you compare a Hermes OpenClaw setup on same single system versus getting a second agent online? Can you compare a Hermes OpenClaw setup on a same? Are you talking about like, can I compare them on the same computer rather than two separate computers? It just depends what computers you have. I have Hermes and OpenClaw on the same computer, and then I have another Hermes on a separate computer. So I have an OpenClaw and a Hermes on my Mac Studio 1. On Mac Studio 2, I have GLM 5.1 running with a second Hermes powered by that. And then on my Mac Mini, I have another Hermes on there with like a really small Gemma running. So it just depends on what type of hardware you have. There's no real advantage. As long as they're all tail scaled together and they can SSH into each other, it doesn't matter where the agents run because they'll just be using the resources from each computer if they're networked together. So it's not that big of a deal. There's no massive advantages to putting them across devices. How was MIT, says Ray Fernando. It was amazing. Met some incredible people. I met, her name was Megan. She was the CTO of America under Obama. Really cool. I did my speech at MIT. I get off stage. She had like a whole host of notes on like how to improve the way I talk about AI. Oh, you can say this, you can do that. It was very nice, sir. We talked for a while. It was very nice. I met some incredible people there at MIT. You know, one of the reasons I went to MIT is because my investors in Henry Intelligent Machines, shout out AWG and Devin, are in the area. AWG works, you know, near MIT campus. They both work near there. And so they brought me in and everything. And so that was great. You know, it's a big risk taking on investors. It's a big risk. But part of the upside of taking that risk is the people you meet, the connections you make, the places you go. That's one of the advantages. And, you know, I'm taking a big risk. I'm taking a moonshot here. Henry Intelligent Machines is a moonshot. It's an app that is running a race no other person is running. It's going to do things that no other app on planet Earth does. But I'm taking that risk because sometimes you have to take some fucking risks out there, huh? Sometimes you have to do something a little bit more than making a ChatGPT wrapper. Sometimes you got to take a risk and do something a little bit more than building another vibe coding tool. Sometimes you got to take a moonshot. Sometimes you got to do something insane. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. That's what we do in FinFam. Sometimes you got to do things that keep you up at night. Sometimes you got to shake shit up. Sometimes you could be walking down an easy path for years and you get an opportunity to walk down the hard path and you go, you know, I'm getting off the easy path and going on the hard path. Sometimes you got to do that. I think there are times where you have to take insane risks and you risk it all. And this is the time you do it. This is the time you do it right now. I think this is the biggest opportunity in history right now we have here with AI. I think there's more opportunity right now than ever before. Ever before. And if you're not doing things that make your nuts go up into your stomach, then you're not playing the game correctly. If you're a dude right now and you're not daily doing things that make your nuts go up in your stomach, and if you're a woman and you're not doing things that make your metaphorical nuts go up in your stomach on a daily basis, I think you're doing it wrong. You need to be doing things right now that make you sleep poorly, that make you wake up in the middle of the night and go, holy fucking shit, what the hell am I doing? You need to be doing that on a daily basis. Because there's times like between 2005 and 2020, like that 15-year run where literally nothing mattered. And it was just like the shittiest marketing tech companies on planet Earth going public and like just horrible, low stakes, bad products being success. And it's like there was no opportunity. But right now, everything being made is consequential. Everything being made is insane. And the best part is it's completely democratized. Anyone can be doing it. Anyone can be waking up in the morning and building whatever the fuck you want, right? You can wake up right now and build whatever the fuck you want right now. If you have a $200 Claude subscription or $20 ChatGPT subscription, you can build anything you think of right now. Anything. Codex, you can pop it open, build it. Claude Code, pop it open, build it. Just build it. So you need to be, there's not only the most money ever flowing into this space, but it's never been easier to enter it. You know what I'm saying, big dog? So you need to be waking up every fucking morning and thinking about, how can I do something that makes my nuts go into my stomach and I can't sleep tonight? You need to be chasing that. You need to be, because if you're not, if you're comfortable right now, you're blowing it. If you're comfortable right now, you're fucking blowing it. If your parents are hearing from you regularly right now, you're fucking blowing it. I hate to say it. I know that's fucked up what I'm saying, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's the truth. If your parents are hearing from you regularly, you're fucking up. If you're sleeping regularly, you're fucking up. I know I know the health influencers of the world will say, that's stupid, shut up, you're an idiot. I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. It's a fact. If you're sleeping 8 hours a night, you're fucking up. If you're not skipping a meal every once in a while, you're fucking up. If you're not looking up every few days and it's 9 p.m. and you realize you haven't been outside the entire day, you're fucking up. If you aren't saying one thing you regret on a weekly basis because your brain's moving 1,000,000 miles per hour, you're fucking up. If you're not scared to death you're going to be broke in 2 years, you're fucking up. If you don't have 100 people on the internet who absolutely hates your guts, you're fucking up. If you're not using every AI tool the moment it comes out, every latest update, like if you haven't used Claude Code Desktop yet, you're fucking up. That's how I live my life. I'm poor and always behind and need to catch up. I'm sorry. People are going to say that's an insane mindset, but it's the right mindset to have. Listen, this is the mindset I live with. The mindset I live with is I'm one step away from elimination. I'm one step away from being irrelevant. I'm one step away from being dead. I need to fight to stay alive. No comfort. You cannot be comfortable right now. There's going to come a day where we can be comfortable again. There's going to be a day for comfort. It's not right now. 2005 to 2020, you were allowed to be comfortable. 2005 to 2020, we'll say 2008 to 2020, you're allowed to be comfortable, right? Stock market just went up for 12 straight years. They were giving money to the shittiest marketing tech tools on planet Earth. That was a time for comfort. That was the time to buy an Xbox 360, get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, say some things online that'll get you canceled, right? That was the time to be comfortable. Those times are over. They're done. We probably have a good 6 to 7 years right now of complete and utter discomfort, anxiety, stress, right? It's just like, it's just complete madness and chaos for the next 6 years. And when the madness and chaos ends, there's going to be new winners. There's going to be new losers, new kings, new queens, new peasants. And there's going to be people that were peasants before the 6 years who all of a sudden became kings. There are going to be people that were kings before the 6 years who all of a sudden peasants, right? You see it. Figma was king of the internet during the easy times, right towards the end of the easy times, right before the end of the easy times. Figma went public. Their shit blew up. And then the easy times ended. AI came out and Figma is now down 95%. Right? That's what happens in chaos. The kings become peasants. The peasants become kings. Before the chaos, I was a fucking peasant. I'll be honest. Before the chaos, probably a lot of people in chat were peasants. But we're this chaos, this is our opportunity. This is our opportunity to turn this chaos into a ladder. Right now it's chaos. Chaos is a ladder. And if you were a peasant like me before these times, now's the time to be climbing that ladder. You could be getting scared, going in the corner. Oh no, I want to be comfortable. I want to play Arc Raiders and video games and smoke weed and be comfortable. You could, but you're staying at the bottom of that ladder during that chaos. Or could be climbing that ladder, getting uncomfortable, getting in there with a fucking knife, getting a little bit of a knife fight, huh? Putting your sack on the line, or if you're a woman, a metaphorical sack, because this is the most female-heavy AI community on planet Earth in FinFam. Big dog popping off. You're popping off, big dog. Right now is the time to be uncomfortable. Don't let the people on the internet say, oh, you need the 8 hours. Call your parents. Do this. No. You put your fucking sack on the line. And you go take the hard road. Because worst case, you end up like the peasants. That's the worst case. You end up like the peasants. The best case, though, you turn into one of the kings. You turn to one of the kings. That's what we're doing in FinFam. If you're one of the people who want to take the easy road, get the fuck out of this live stream right now. Get out of it right now. Get out. The people in the FinFam, the people in this live stream, we're taking the hard road. We're taking the disgusting road. We're building the tools that are impossible to build. We're using the tools that are impossible to learn. We're doing the things that stress us the fuck out. We're behind at all times. Even though we're 10 steps ahead, we feel like we're 10 steps behind at all times. We are never comfortable. No one owes us shit. There's not a person that owes us shit on this planet. No one owes, nothing will be handed to us. Nobody owes us shit. We're going to make it on our own. We're going to build it on our own. We're going to learn the tools on our own. We're going to create our own future. No one's going to hand us our future. We're going to create our own future. And if we fail, that's on us. That's fine. If we fail, we blame no one else. It's fine. But whatever our outcome will be because of us. If we fuck up, it's because we fucked up our shit. If we're successful, it's because we built that success on our own. And we're proud of what we did either way. If we're at our job and we get laid off, fuck yeah, that's good. Never been a better time to be. Stop cussing. I don't know. I'm just feeling myself right now. I'm sorry. I usually don't cuss this much on the live streams. It's just an amazing time, and we're not going to let any of these little internet trolls stop us or slow us down. It's time to lock in. It's time to build stuff. I try not to curse in these streams or videos because I think it's unbecoming, but fuck it, I'm going to curse anyway. $5 donation from Jimmy Webb Jr. Alex, you are the man. I did brain muscles and still spending $100 a day. Reports says it's mainly cash reads. How do I spend $10 a day? Thank you for your $5 donation, Jimmy Webb Jr. Well, it looks like you solved the problem yourself. It's mainly cash reads. You have to work with your OpenClaw on what it's reading with every prompt. My guess would be that you have a bunch of session bloat. So my guess would be with every prompt you do, you have a bunch of sessions being sent with each prompt. You have to clear up that bloat. Ask your OpenClaw right now, review what is being sent with every prompt. Everyone can do this. Review what's being sent with every prompt. Is it sessions? What's the context? Where's the bloat? Check our files. Check our memory file. Check our soul file, our agent.md file. Where's the bloat? Fail up. Successful people fail and grow. You'll never see successful people put others down. If they put you down, they're losers. Ray Fernando, 1337. Subscribe to Ray Fernando, 1337. I was texting Ray Fernando yesterday. He's going all in on live streams and videos and product. He's putting his nuts on the line. A true FinFam member, Ray Fernando, 1337. Putting his nutsack on the line. Ray Fernando had a successful career at Apple, was there 15 years. And he said, nah, I'm going harder. I'm going harder in the paint. I already proved it out. I'm going harder in the paint. Alex, you're going to be remembered in history for him. Thank you, Vinicius. I appreciate that. I hope so. What's wrong with Higgs field? I seriously want to know. Not a sponsorship, but I've been getting Factor meals now to save me a couple hours a day. Delicious. They've been sending me juices and stuff. Not sponsored. Juices are delicious. I don't know if I'm just shoveling sugar down my throat or what, but they're delicious. Many problems with Higgs field. One, broken promises. They did things like say unlimited usage and they weren't. Make it impossible to cancel subscriptions, things like that. Two, and I think this is the worst part, is they actively pay people to do undisclosed shilling. You go to basically any AI content creator, basically except for me, and they all do undisclosed Higgs field shills, and I think that's stupid. Someone else mentioned Multica. You are banned. What's the current proven best way for social media automation using OpenClaw? Interesting question. I've gone back and forth on this a lot. Here's the story. I would not recommend using AI for social media automation right now. I don't think the world's ready for it. I don't think the internet's set up for it. I don't think the social media culture is built for it yet. I would not be trying to automate. Let me take that back and be a little bit more specific. I would not try to automate the execution of social media using OpenClaw. And what I mean by that is I wouldn't be automating like the posting of content. I automate like the research of content, right? I have my OpenClaw every morning going and seeing what Claude Code and OpenClaw videos are doing well, so I can see what's on trend at the moment, right? So I've automated the research, but I wouldn't be automating end to end. I wouldn't be automating end to end. I don't think the internet is set up for that yet. I don't think the culture set up for that yet. I don't think people have accepted like AI content. I just don't think it's accepted yet. I don't think the sites like it. You know, X is actively trying to get rid of as many bots and AI stuff as possible. So I wouldn't be trying to automate social media with OpenClaw. I'd be automating the early stages, right? Like the research, but content creation and posting. Hi, Alex. I want to get OpenClaw. I have a work laptop, but I can't use it, understandably so. Can you recommend a hardware to buy something under $2,000? Yeah, buy fucking anything. $2,000? That's a lot of money. Just buy a Mac Mini for like $600. $2,000. You can buy literally anything. Just buy anything. Walk into a Best Buy and just buy anything you see. You don't need like a Mac Studio. Just buy fucking anything, dude. If you don't have OpenClaw set up yet? Just buy anything. Just go into a store and say, hey, I'll take anything, and then buy it. You know what I'm saying, big dog? Spyrax, $4.99. Should we buy hardware now or wait for the M5 Max Studio Ultra? I heard it might be delayed. I'm getting antsy, my bro. It depends what your goal is. Is your goal to run local models? And if so, do you want to run like the most powerful local models? I think you're good right now if you buy a DJX Spark. You can run some pretty solid models. If you want to go all out, I don't know if it's worth getting the M3 Ultra at this point. They've already cut off the 512 gigabyte. The M5 is probably coming in June, is my guess. I think the DJX Spark's a really good value right now. You know, it's just hard for me to recommend the Mac Studio unless you can get a 128 gigabyte for a good price. M3 Ultra, 128 gigabyte for a good price. It's just very hard to get them. The waits are months now. The waits are months. I've been doing taxes, about to go live until AGI Opus 4.7. I'm doing taxes after this. I always wait to the last second. And do my taxes. It is what it is. Boston's a beautiful city. I lived in Boston for 9 years. I wish I could go back, but it's just too cold in the winter. Boston's just too cold in the winter. Super sticker from AI Shift J6, $9.99 super sticker. Thank you for your $9.99 super sticker, AI Shift J6S. I appreciate that. Byron 1. Alex is FinFam King. Everyone ask your own AI if no hedging improves your workflow. This can be a solid 15 to 30 minute video, King, explaining it. Mr. Byron, listen, if you keep calling me King, you can fucking say whatever you want. I like it. No hedging improves your workflow. All right. All right. Let's see what Henry has to say. Here we go. We're going to ask Henry. Mr. Byron 1. Let's settle it. Mr. Thank you for the $5 donation. I got this guy in my chat, Mr. Byron 1, that has for the past week straight been spamming at add no hedge to your system prompts. Is this a real thing? Should I be doing this? Alex, there are 3 types of AI sheep: those who make things happen, those that watch things happen, and the sheep that say what happened. Yeah, be the one that makes things happen. Is your dashboard open source? No, not yet. I'm open sourcing it to the Vibe Coding Academy first. So join the Vibe Coding Academy link down below. Live Claude Code Vibe coding session tomorrow. You guys want to hear something crazy? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm not going to say what the domain is, but I'm about to sell a domain for like $70,000. I bought a domain last year for $750. I'm about to sell it for $70,000. How crazy is that? Isn't that insane? Give me 1 second. I have to pee. All right, we're back. When you're talking about Henry all day, every day, what model is he powered by? Opus 4.6. Why not millions? I don't know. Now you have to say the domain name? No, because the deal's not final yet. I'm not going to say what the domain is until the deal is final. The negotiation went like this. They said, hey, I want that domain. How much does it cost? And I said $100,000. And they said 10,000. And then I said, then I said 85,000. And then they said 66,000 final offer. And then I said, accept. How'd I do? How did I do in negotiations? Rate my negotiation technique. I did wash my hands, bitch. Don't accuse me not washing my hands. I washed my hands. How costly is your conversation with Henry's work every day? I spend like $20 a day. Was that good negotiation? Part of me feels like I could have got more money, but I guess that's like how negotiation goes. Like you always feel like you can get more money. Like how do the people sell domains for millions of dollars? Should I have led with $1 million? When they asked how much did that cost, should I just start with $1 million instead of 100,000? I was like, oh, I'll just go 100,000. Should I have done $1 million? Pure taco right there. I think you could have got the 100K, LOL. It's a pretty good domain. Should I have just stuck with 100K? Should I have hard stopped there? I don't know. I'd be happy with 5K. Can you recommend a community-driven dashboard? Just build your own dashboard. Why do you need... why is your mindset thriving to get an open-sourced mission control dashboard for your open... Just say, hey, build me one. What are we talking about here? Just say, hey, OpenClaw, build me a dashboard. What are you talking about? Let AI negotiate. No way. Wow. I'm at like 45. Yes, I have 2 domains for sale for 20 million. Dress for the job you want kind of thing. I don't know what that means. I'm building a SaaS from UX, UI background using Claude Code with solid progress. Am I missing significant upside by not using Claude Code? You're building a SaaS and you're using Claude Cowork to build the SaaS? Yeah, you're missing significant upside. You should be using Claude Code. Why wouldn't you just use Claude Code? Rule 1 of business: when you're making really good profit, don't think too hard about it. All right, I won't think too hard about it. I bought it for $750 a year ago. I'm about to sell it for $70,000. I feel like that's pretty good, right? I think that's like my best investment of all time. It's like the best return on investment I've ever had. Mikey Montes with the $4.99. I have built a homeschooling tool for me and my kids. I think it help others. Just thinking of going from local to public makes my nuts go into my stomach. That's what I'm talking about, Mike Montes. That's what I'm talking about, Mike Montes. If whatever you're building or pursuing isn't making your nuts go into your stomach, then you're doing it so friggin' wrong. Your nuts need to be in your stomach at all times. ClickFather, $10. Alex, have you actually seen real-world examples of AEO driving results yet, or is it most of it still theoretical? Of AEO driving results? What is AEO? Oh, agent, like SEO, but with agents. Answer engine optimization. The process of structuring website content to be easily understood by cited AI agent. I don't know. I don't care about that stuff, to be quite honest with you. I don't optimize for it. When it comes to SEO and shit like that and discoverability, my theory has always been if you just make the best quality product, it will be found. That's it. I don't think about SEO too much. I just think if I make the best product that most people want, like my community, Vibe Coding Academy, it's like the #1 discovery community. I didn't do anything to optimize discovery. I just made the community as good as I can and as helpful as I can. And I had confidence that it would work out. I think any type of shortcuts you go for in this world, like people ask all the time, what shortcuts can I do on X? And there's so many accounts that are like shortcut accounts, how to shortcut. There's no shortcuts. Just make really good content that helps people out. When it comes to discoverability, when it comes to anything, the #1 strategy is just to make the highest quality thing possible. And it will work out. $199 from Pretty Unknown 401. As always, love your vibe, Alex. Thank you, Pretty Unknown 401. I appreciate that $199. That's very kind to you. Warzone Alert BR $5. Mac Studio 32 gigs plus Mac M2 16 gigs. What should I set up on it? You can get a lightweight Quen model going and a lightweight Gemma 4 model. Optimized pretty well. Both of those will work well on those systems. Thank you for the $5 donation. I really appreciate that. Giran Beheluos 368. Welcome to the OnlyFins. For a serious commercial non-coder, how can we provide tech support? My wife, domain expert, knows the app inside out, workflows, client needs, features, no tech knowledge. Is there a limit to vibe coding? Manza Musa too with a £9.99 donation. I don't really know what you're asking me. I think the spirit of what you're asking me is, hey, we're new to vibe coding. Can we still do stuff? The answer is yes. Even if you're not technical, you just need to you just need to be like willing. You need to, the #1 skill on planet Earth right now, the #1 skill to build is being autodidactic. Manza Musa too. Autodidactic. Write that down, right? Everyone write it down right now. Autodidactic. That's the #1, not agency, being autodidactic. What does that mean, autodidactic? I don't know, but I think I know what it means. That means the ability to just learn by yourself, learn on your own. Being able to teach yourself things. If you are autodidactic right now, Manza Musa 2, you can learn anything. It doesn't matter that you don't know vibe coding and that you're non-technical, that you don't know this, you don't know that. Get those doubts out of your head. Get those doubts out of your head. Autodidactic. Manza Musa 2, get those thoughts. I'm not serious. I'm not a coder. I'm not technical. I'm not a professional. Remove those thoughts from your head now. Because if you're autodidactic, it doesn't matter. If you can learn on the go, if you know when to go to ChatGPT and get the answer, if you know when to go to Claude Code and build the solution, then being non-technical doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can accomplish anything you want if you are autodidactic. You need to build that skill. Someone just asked me in the Vibe Code Academy, they're like, hey, is there a reason like you don't go through this or that? I very strategically don't spoon feed you everything because I want you to build the skill of when you're kind of confused or you don't know how to do a thing, that you figure out how to learn the thing. I'm trying to help you be an autodidact. If you can build that skill, Manza Musa 2, you can do anything you want in the world. Okay? Again, it's about having your nuts in your stomach. You need to be doing things to have your nuts in your stomach, right? You go to code, oh, I'm not technical. Good, do it. Do it anyway, even though you suck at it. Do it anyway. Get your nuts in your stomach. Thank you for the £9.99. Is that a British pound? Is that what that symbol is? New idea, helping other folks like me to believe and give them the tools to start self-learning. And that's what Vibe Code Academy is. Link down below. I thought the top skill was reverse prompt. That's a top skill. Everything's a top skill. No straw men in my comments. No straw men in my comments. When I say things, roll with it. Sean Friends is 6125. But didn't you just say that one time that you gotta learn reverse prompting? Shut up. I just got in. Opus got smart again. You guys went over it yet? I think it's smarter, but I don't think it's as smart as it was a month ago. But I mean, this is usually how it goes right before they drop the new Opus. This is usually how it goes right before they drop the new Opus. Have they dropped it yet? Let's see. Opus 4.7. Let's see. Not yet. And a new design tool. I need that. I need that new design tool. My design kind of stink. I need the new design tool. I need it. I need it. GLM 5.1 good on a Mac Mini M4 base model? No. GLM 5.1 is a bigger model. Ooh. GLM's a bigger model. You need more than that. Katana V70 with a 99-cent donation. Thank you very much, Katana. No message. Thank you. Why are you using your real voice? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Anne Marie Seberger with the $9.99. Curiosity and tenacity are the only two skills needed in the new era. I'd agree with that 100%. I think being an autodidact is kind of the result of those two things. You know what I'm saying, big dog? If you are curious and have tenacity, then you're an autodidact. The nasal voice, I can't really breathe out of my nose. So if I sound nasally, it's because I am nasally. I've had like surgery to try to fix my breathing in my nose, and it didn't work. I got a septoplasty to open up my nostrils. Didn't work. Still can't breathe out of the nose. Wake up thirsty 100 times a night every night. So I haven't been sleeping for years anyway. Just got in. Have you tried getting Claude Desktop controlling or being controlled by OpenClaw or Hermes using routines? Why would you want to do that, though? Why would you want Claude Desktop being controlled by OpenClaw? I'm trying to think of the use cases. Routines are cool, but why do I need to hook OpenClaw into that? I don't know. I need to hook. Give me some use cases around that. LOL, you were right, Alex. Can't get comfortable if we want our kids to able. Yeah, they're printing that dollar, baby. They're printing it. It's going to be useless. You got to be working hard to make money right now. Got to wear the Alex Hormozian. I'm a no strip truther. I don't think they do anything. I'm a no strip truther. I don't think the no strips do anything. I've tried them. I don't think they do anything. I just can't believe a strip pulling the skin up 0.5 millimeter helps you breathe better. I've tried it. I've done it. I don't think they do anything. I think they're kind of I think they're like a placebo. I don't think no strips do anything. I use at night this little plastic thing. They're like 2 little plastic circles, and you put them in your nose, and they like literally spread your nostrils out wide. I do that. I think that works a little bit. I'm a no strip truther. I don't think no strips do anything. No offense to Alex Hormozi. I think I'm meeting him in like a few weeks. My community was like the #1 community on school last quarter, so I'm getting invited to meet Alex Hormozi. So that's no disrespect to Alex Hormozi. I'm just not like a no strip guy. Some people are no strip guys. I'm not a no strip guy. I don't think they work. Is Hormozi a grifter? I don't think so. I think grifter is the most overused word on planet Earth. Like grifter just means like scammer. Like a grift is a scam. So if you call someone a grifter, what's the scam? Tell me what the scam is. I mean, I listen to his content. His content's like, there's no scams. He's like giving business advice. Some of it's really good. So like, what is invite getting retracted? Why is it getting retracted? Because I read that comment. I read his book. I read his first book. I know he's got 3 books, right? I read his first book. His first book was great. His first book, I hear good things about the next 2 books. First book was great, though. I love this book. He knows what he's talking about. So I don't know what the grift would be. Grift and gaslight are the 2 most overused. Grift and gaslight have been used so many times that they don't mean anything anymore. They don't mean anything. They're completely overused, meaningless words. Grift and gaslight, they mean nothing. They're just words people throw at you when they don't like you. And the fact that you're throwing it at Alex Hormozi and it just means you just don't like him, which means he's doing something right. Dude, I comment all the time, and that's the one you respond to. Love the content, man. All my money is going to AI tokens. Otherwise, I joined your school. Jumped on OpenClaw after watching 2 minutes of your channel. Yeah, sorry. I'm like really slow when it comes to reading comments because every comment makes me go on a 10-minute rant. So I don't see many of the comments, but thank you. I appreciate you, Vexinovates. Gaslight, yeah, no. Gaslight is completely overused, meaningless word. People just replace manipulate with gaslight. They don't mean the same thing. Gaslight doesn't mean manipulate, but people replace the 2. It's completely overused and meaningless at this point. Do you still use your mission control? Yes, I do. I just don't. I should do more videos on it because I searched for like Alex Finn today, and like the #1 thing after Alex Finn was like mission control. So I probably should do more videos on mission control because everyone's searching for like Alex Finn mission control. I read all 3 money models. I heard they're good. Are they good, Pontus Oz? I read the first one. I thought it was great. I just haven't read the when I'm in like sprint mode like I am right now, I don't read as much. I do more working than reading. When I'm in kind of rest mode, I do a lot of reading, but I'm in sprint mode, so I don't read as much. I'm more of just I'm trying to produce. You know what I'm saying, big dog? Hey, Alex, you're amazing. Thank you, Professor Son. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say to me. It's a very kind thing for you to say to me. Thank you. What about people who do the food they're ordering at a restaurant? As in, I'll do the almond croissant. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? I'll do the almond. Yeah, I'll do the, I say that. What's wrong with that? What, are you pissed they're not actually like having sex with their food? Is that what you're pissed about? Like, oh, if you're going to say you're going to do the croissant, you need to have sex with it. Is that what are you trying to say? Like, you're not satisfied people say, I'm doing the croissant, and then they don't actually have sex with their croissant? Is that what you're pissed about? You sick fuck? I feel like I feel like this stream, I feel like I took it too far this stream. I feel like I said the inside thoughts on this stream too much, and now no AI company's ever going to want to work with me. I feel like I said the inside thoughts too much on this stream. You know what I'm saying? Usually on the stream, I try to keep the inside thoughts in and try to be a little bit more professional. Like, I used to let the inside thoughts out when there was only like 20 viewers at a time on here in like August of last year. Like, when there was only like 20 people who'd watch this, I just said anything. And then when all of a sudden I blew up a few months ago, I was like, all right, I shouldn't let the inside thoughts out. Because now people are watching, and like AI companies are watching, and like maybe Anthropic or OpenAI would want to work with me or hire me or something. So I'm like, I'm going to keep the inside thoughts in. And then, I don't know, today I just let the inside thoughts out, and now whatever. Fuck it. You're good, big dog. All right, Tupacina. Thank you for saying I'm good. Leaning into the obtrusive thoughts is called, yeah, I'll just never get a sponsor or anyone will ever want to work with me. But whatever. Keep it real and people will stay. All right, I'll keep it real. No, we don't have to worry about you compromising your integrity ever. I mean, what would you guys rather want? Me letting the inside thoughts out, or I do a undisclosed Higgs field or Hostinger shill? Which do you prefer? Keeping it real, you're one of the rare ones. You sure? I could just do a Higgs field shill if you want right now. They offered me 30K. I could just take it. Should I just take it? If we really wanted to screw you over, we'd say 8. Okay. You can't shit on my investors. Always disclosed, please. I am here because you're real, Alex. All right. This was I don't know. This was more of a chat with the chat type stream. The chat with the chat type streams don't get as many viewers, but who cares? First time here. Is this a fandom? I don't even know what that means. Welcome to the show, Nick Aricio, though. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here, Nick Aricio Kiko. What did we talk about today? We talked about Claude Code, OpenClaw, Hermes Agent, them all working together. We had a vote on Byron 1. Byron 1 stays. He can keep talking about no hedging. Mr. Byron 1. Alex Finn, no filter, no hedging. True King does whatever he wants. Love it, Mr. Byron 1. Here's my recommendation to you. Try the new Claude Code out, the desktop version. I think it's sick. I think it's an important update. I think it's an important advancement in AI. I think Opus 4.7 and 5, ChatGPT 5. I got a tweet just came. I think in viral tweets, and a viral tweet just came to my head. I think in viral tweets, and a viral tweet just came to my head. I think Opus 4.7 and ChatGPT 5.5 is dropping in the next 48 hours. So the moment those drop, you guys need to be using it. You have to be. You have to be using the latest and greatest. I don't care if you're stuck at your desk job for the next 48 hours straight. If they won't let you use the new tools, quit. Quit your job. You have to be using it. Oh, Mr. Byron 1. Is it useful? Yeah, mildly. It reduced filler. Yeah, let's see what Henry thinks of no hedge. Is it useful? Yeah, mildly. It reduces filler and makes outputs more actionable, but it's not some revolutionary hack. It's one line in a system prompt. We already handled this in your soul. Be genuinely helpful, not performatively helpful. Skip the great question. I'd be happy to help. It's the same idea, just worded differently. Should you add it? Your setup already discourages hedging through Soul's tone guidance. Adding a literal do not hedge, be direct and decisive line wouldn't hurt, but it's not going to transform anything. All right, there you go. The guy spamming it for a week straight is probably well-intentioned, but treating it like it's more important than it is. There you go, Mr. Byron 1. Henry doesn't think you're Henry thinks you're feeling yourself a little too much. Pretty unknown with 199. Your unfiltered, real inside thoughts. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 199. If I had a 512 gigabyte max, I'd be testing more local models. Yeah, GLM 5.1's the best local model right now. I use Codex. Should I switch to Claude Code? I can only afford the $20 per month, and Codex gives me more usage, or at least it used to. I mean, if you can afford it, you should go Claude Code. Opus is the best coding model, and Claude Code's the best coding harness at the moment. It just is what it is. And that's unbiased. No one's paying me. Everyone at Anthropic hates me. Everyone at OpenAI hates me. So I'm telling you the truth. I think Claude Code with Claude Opus is the best coder right now. Hey, Alex, is it time to go hard on the YouTube? Yes. I think it is absolutely critical you go hard on content. I think YouTube's the holy grail. I think you all should be building on YouTube. I think you should all be building on Twitter. I think you should all be building your platforms and distribution because it will allow you to do whatever you want. It allows me to do whatever I want. It gives me an immense amount of freedom. So I think all of you should be creating content as well. I have an X Growth Masterclass in the Vibe Coding Academy as well if you want to learn how to write content for X. I put all my lessons in there, so check that out. Tardy to the party, but did you already talk about Opus 4.7? Big Dog, it didn't drop. It's not out yet, right? It's not out yet. 4.7 arrives alongside tool that generates websites. It's not out yet. It's coming soon, though. It's going to come with a design tool, as well as a new vibe coding tool. I appreciate the $49.99, Nate Wish. How you doing, big dog? You look good. How you been? How to avoid the X slop. Want to learn more on X, but it's so much slop. Any recommended pages? Yeah, my page. Ray Fernando's page. Matt Berman's got a good X. Matt Wolf's got a good X. And just follow those, and then other accounts will kind of organically appear as you go. Alex, since you're a successful entrepreneur, would you say Hormozi's first book, 100 Million Offers, has good advice for people new to business? Yeah, that's the only Hormozi book I read. I want to read the others, but I really like that book a lot. Thank you for the $49.99, by the way, Nate Wish. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. That's a huge donation. It's very kind. Thank you very much. Man's Music with another $199. Thanks for the encouragement. Winners find a way. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Julian dropped OpenClaw destroys Claude Code. Not out yet, but a few leaks in the new lease patterns are there this week. I'm hearing previous versions always get done before new. I've said that because 4.6 feels dumber, 4.7 is probably coming very soon. I think they both come this week, 4.7 and 5.5. Alex, how reliable is using Hermes or OpenClaw with TradingView for analysis? I don't know. I've never done that because I don't care about trading with OpenClaw and Hermes. Sorry about the joke. Don't want to get you in trouble, says Mike Montes. I forgot what the joke was already, but you're fine, Mike Montes. Don't worry, big dog. You're fine. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. It's truly an honor that you would watch this live stream. Amazing. I just kind of fuck around, talk about AI and read chats and make fun of people. So the fact that hundreds of people watch this simultaneously and tens of thousands of people overall watch this is pretty amazing to me and blows my mind a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. It means the world. A lot of big things dropping this week. A lot of things that have already dropped this week. There's some weeks where things move slow. There's some weeks where things move fast. This appears to be a things move fast week. New Opus dropping, new ChatGPT dropping, new Claude Code just dropped. You need to be using it all. You need to be testing it all. The moment it comes out, you need to be using it. If you want to learn about those things, I'd highly recommend hitting subscribe and turn on notifications down below because I make videos about them the moment they come out. Unless I'm tired, then I don't do it. But if I have energy, I do it. So subscribe and turn on notifications down below. If you want to ask me questions one-on-one, stuff like that, Vibe Coding Academy, link down below. Bunch of video series in there. I'm going to do a live vibe coding session tomorrow in the Vibe Coding Academy, so join for that as well. Drop a like before he leaves, says Fred Haynes AI. I'd agree with that sentiment. I think that's good sentiment. Everyone drop a like before I leave. I think I agree with that sentiment. Hey, Alex, thinking about giving 10 side hustles that are related to AI. Without thinking anything, give 10 side hustles that are related to AI. Solve challenges people have. Did you mod Byron? He's spiritual mod. You okay, man? You seem tired as fuck. No, I'm pretty good. I don't know. Wouldn't say I'm less or more energized than before. We didn't talk about Hermes and OpenClaw set up to work them together. Just set them both up and then use them. And have them watch each other and manage each other. I'll do a deeper dive. I think I put out a video like 2 days ago on it. Check out my video 2 days ago. If you haven't seen my video yet on Claude Code Desktop, I dropped it last night. Hit that up. The moment this ends, you're free for the next hour. Hit up my profile. Watch the video from yesterday on Claude Code Desktop. I think you'll like it. I think you'll enjoy it. I think it'll arouse you. I think it'll make your day. I think it'll revitalize your romantic life. Paperclip AI good as well or no? No. I tried Paperclip, wasn't for me. I liked it at first, and then overall, I kind of just fell out of. I just stopped using Paperclip. Yeah, the Claude Code Desktop. I'm glad you liked it. It was kind of my first improvised video. The one I put out yesterday on Claude Code Desktop. I just turned on a camera and started talking. Alex equals OG Hal 2000 from 2001 Space Odyssey. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, join the Vibe Coding Academy. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the people who kind of hang out and are fun to talk to. You know, I'm going to be honest, the main reason I do these streams is I have fun talking to you guys. That's honestly the main reason I do these streams. I like to do these and then talk to you guys. I like to teach you as well, but I think it's kind of selfishly done so I can just talk to you. So thanks for watching and participating and chatting and saying things. You make the day kind of fun. I do like other things as well. Like I'm building a company called Henry Intelligent Machines right now. So that takes a lot of work and is, you know, stuff I got to do. So going in here and talking to you guys, it's a nice way to break things up. So appreciate you all. Love you all. More videos coming, so make sure you turn on notifications. Watch my video from yesterday if you got some time. Leave a like on that. Kind of fun. I like that. Hey, you're kind of fun. I like you, John TJL1GB. Love you all. I'll see you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. I'll see you Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific.